Hi, this is Mark Werawath. I wanted to talk about something that's a very important topic for me in my life. I work as a professor at a major engineering college that obviously has a lot of foreign students, both at the undergrad and grad level. This has been typical for a long time, where even the majority of the graduate students come from overseas. PhD students, master's students, brilliant, almost every last one. And, frankly, I think that it's essential for the economy and for the country that we maintain the flow of talent and the flow of knowledge from overseas into this country, which has been going on for some time. Um, if for no other reason, then this helps the economy uh, perpetuate itself, especially through startups. And there's been a lot of different startups that have been started by foreign students, F1 students, over the years, and I thought I would share with you some of the companies and some of the names. Start with OpenAI. I mean, we all know about OpenAI. Did you know that it was started by and co-founded by a Polish student who studied at NYU? Or SpaceX. Everyone knows SpaceX was founded by Elon Musk, but obviously he too was a foreign student from South Africa who studied at the University of Pennsylvania. Stripe was founded by an Irish student who studied at Harvard and MIT. Grammarly, a student from Ukraine who studied at Vanderbilt. H2O AI was founded by an Indian student who studied at the University of Memphis. SoundHound was founded by an Iranian student who studied at Stanford University. Cameo was founded by a British student who studied at USC. And Rec Room was founded by a student who came from Turkey and who studied at the University of Central Florida. Calendly, Newsbreak, We, Orca Bio, Spring Health are all examples of companies that have been founded by students of some major universities such as UC Davis, Stanford, and Yale, um, and who all of them came from overseas and they were foreign students, right? Chobani, I believe that's a yogurt company, right? Again, a Turkish student um, who studied at Adelphi University. As SanDisk, originally known as SunDisk, was co-founded by Sanjay Mehrotra, an Indian student who studied at Berkeley and Stanford. Indigo AG was founded by a Lebanese and Armenian student who studied at MIT. Whoop was founded by a Romanian student who studied at Harvard. Going way back, and what represents maybe tens, if not hundreds of thousands of employees. Sun Microsystems. Back in my day, that was a huge company, 1982 founding. Vinod Khosla was an Indian student who came to the US as a grad student at Carnegie Mellon and later transferred to Stanford. So um, they created Java, they created Spark, NFS. They were eventually acquired by Oracle for over $7 billion. These are not small companies. SanDisk, as I mentioned, from 1988. Cirrus Logic from 1984. An Indian student who studied at MIT. An Italian student founded Qualcomm in 1985. Qualcomm was huge in the telecom industry. It's still a huge, well-established company here. An Italian student who studied here in the U.S., Lexmark, studied at the University of Toronto before doing U.S. graduate work, was a Canadian, obviously a Canadian student. Um, so Lexmark from 1991, Genentech, which was massive, scaled massively in the 1980s, um, was basically had a huge impact on the entire ecosystem in terms of the number of companies and biotech firms that were founded as a result. Genentech is almost a ecosystem unto itself, right? Juniper Networks, 1996, an Indian student came to study at Stanford and founded Juniper Networks, right, which became one of the Cisco's first serious competitors. Veritas, 1983, an Israeli student came to Stanford and founded Veritas Software. MathWorks, 1984. Cadence Design Systems, 1988, founded by an Italian student who studied at Berkeley. Um, the list goes on and on and on. Amgen came from the Genentech orbit, if you want to call that an orbit. Amgen, Tularik, Exelixis, these are from 1980, 1991, and 1994, respectively. Genencore in 1982. All of these were biotech firms coming out of the ecosystem of Genentech that were founded by foreign students from the Netherlands, from Greece, uh, from a variety of different countries outside the U.S. So, what would we be? Where would we be without these companies? Would we prefer other countries host these startups? Would we rather have other countries profit from and expand the business base and expand the employment base as a result of these startups? Onyx Pharmaceuticals, 1992, an Israeli student. Cytokinetics, 1997. A Mexican student from Mexico studying in the U.S. at Stanford, founded Rigel Pharmaceuticals, 1996. So, the list goes on and on and on. This is not a new phenomenon. This has been going on, as you can tell, for 30 or 40 years. If these brilliant young people don't come here, they will go elsewhere. That's my concern. We need to embrace them with open arms. We need to find a way to nurture these startups and make it easier for the F1 student to basically not just start their own business, but to study here to begin with and to get here successfully and safely and to be able to start and finish their degrees right here in the good old USA. I really believe in the US. I want other countries and other, smart people to believe in the US, and to continue coming here for their studies, for their research, for their startups, for the work that they're going to be doing that will benefit, hopefully, the entire world, all of mankind, but at the same time, benefit the US economy and our employment base and to continue to make this place an appealing country of destination, a country of choice for international entrepreneurs, scientists, researchers, and students of all types. So that's my plea for you. I hope that the right people in this country, in the US, hear it and see this and recognize that this goes beyond politics. I think this goes towards what is the USA all about, and how do we continue to be the innovative country that we have always, at least almost always been, at least for the last 150 years, that we continue to be that innovation engine for the rest of the world.